Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Sarah. Welcome back to my channel, and before we get started with today's video, remember to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and without further ado, let's get on with the video. Today's video is going to be by April TBR. We are going to be playing my TBR game called TBR Franchise. I usually do 6 rolls for this, but this month I decided to do 8. I think that I will continue to do 8 as time goes on, but this is kind of like the trial run to see if 8 is a good number. And so we're going to be playing the game. If you don't know how TBR Franchise works, you can go to my wrap-ups and TBR playlist, and there is a whole bunch of episodes. We're on episode, what episode is this? Is this episode 15? I think this is episode 15 of TBR Franchise. That's crazy. But we are going to be doing the rolls, choosing my April TBR, and let's just get started. Roll number 1. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We landed on Darth Vader, and that is an arc. For roll number 1, we landed on Darth Vader, which is to read an arc. And for this, I've decided to go with one that has been out for a while now, and I just have not gotten around to it. It is called Hunter's Treasure by Olivia Jackson. The image is on the screen there. This one came out sometime, I think, in the first half of February. And so it's been quite a while, but I really need to get to this one. I know nothing about what it's about. I think it has to do with some kind of treasure, and they're on an island based on the cover and the title, but I have heard nobody talk about this book, so I really don't know what to expect. But this is going to be our first book on my April TBR. Roll 2. 3. 1, 2, 3. We landed on Harry, and that is a wild pick. Roll 2, we landed on Harry, and that is a wild pick, which means I can pick any book I want. For this, I've gone with The Woman in Cabin 10 by Ruth Ware. This is a thriller, and I've heard phenomenal things about this. I know it is set at sea on a cruise ship, and sea settings are some of my favorite in horrors and thrillers. And this one I've just heard phenomenal things about, and I really don't know anything else about what it's about. Apparently she's a travel writer, and she's writing a story about the maiden voyage of a luxury cruise ship, and then some stuff goes wrong. I'm guessing there's going to be a mystery. It says, a sickening splash and a woman's body disappearing beneath the waves, and I am very excited to read this. This is going on our TBR. Roll number 3. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We landed on Voldemort, and that is a book with no of and the or. I think those are the words in the title. Next, we landed on Voldemort, and this is a book with no if and the or in the title. And for this, I've gone with Breathless by Catwin. This is a very short book. It is a monster romance. He is a fish monster, and that is really all I know. I've heard no one talk about this book, but I'm obsessed with this cover. It is stunning. And it says, former model and current recluse Jules Lowe would prefer to spend the rest of her life locked inside her apartment doing nothing more than fixating on her empty fish tank and chatting away on a local aquarium forum. But when her online crush sends her an inadvertently suspicious picture, Jules' curiosity gets the best of her. Who or what is Mac Vassar? I'm interested. This sounds like it's going to be a fun time, so I am very excited for this one. Roll number 4. 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We landed on Faramir, and that is a random color wheel. Next roll, we landed on Faramir, which is color wheel, so I will roll the footage of that. And we ended up with gray, and this was actually harder than I thought. This is, I think, the only book, possibly, on my physical TBR that's really gray. So I've decided to go with The Fear by Natasha Preston. I know nothing about what this is about. This is a YA thriller, and that's really all I know. I read The Haunting by this author. Loved it, and I'm excited to see what this one is all about. It says, don't be afraid, be terrified. So this one's going on our TBR. Rule number 5. 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We landed on AON, and that is a book with a strong FMC. Next, we landed on strong FMC, and I'm going with a book that I'm pretty sure I put on my last month's TBR for this exact prompt. And that is A Pact of Blood by Eva Chase, book 2 in the Royal Spare series. This is a romantasy. It is Why Choose Royalty, and the first book had trials. I loved book 1. It was a phenomenal book, and I highly, highly recommend it. But I just have not continued on with the series, and I really want to. So this one I'm definitely excited for. Sorry about the lighting. It was getting a bit dark in here, so I thought opening the blinds would help. Clearly it did not. I will go close them after this clip. But this is the book going on our TBR, and I'm very excited to get to this one. Rule number 6. You guys, I don't know if you can see that, but it was a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We landed on I Love You, I Know, and that is a romance space, so any romance book. Our next role landed us on the space I Love You, I Know. For this, I've gone with Cash by Jessica Peterson. This is the first book in the Lucky River Ranch series, and this is a cowboy romance. That's really all I know. It says Molly Luck has run out of luck. When her estranged father unexpectedly dies, he leaves his massive cattle ranch to her, but not without a catch. To collect her inheritance, city girl Molly will have to move back to the small-town Texas ranch she left as a child when her parents split and manage it for a full year. Needing the money to invest in her company, Molly resigns herself to moving to cowboy country. A girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do. But there's one giant roadblock to her plan. The ranch's grumpy foreman, Cash Rivers. Never mind how good he looks in the Wranglers and chaps. He's rude, growly, and wants Molly gone. Forced to work alongside each other, Molly and Cash are soon having late-night conversations beneath the stars and dancing cheek to cheek at the local dive bar. But Molly's stay in Hartsville is only temporary. And you know what they say about cowboys. They may break horses, but they also break hearts. So, very excited for this one. Rule number 7. 3. 1, 2, 3. We landed on Chewbacca, and I'm not sure what prompt that is. It is getting hot in here, but for role number 7, we landed on Chewbacca. For this, this is a new release, and for this, I've gone with one that has not come out, but I have it pre-ordered. It releases on April 14th, and that is The Wrong Catch by C.R. Jane. This is the third and final book in the Wrong Player series, and I've loved this series. Book 1 and 2 were both 5 stars. They are just absolutely phenomenal books. They are dark romance, stalker, secret society, football, and college. I absolutely adored book 1 and 2, and I'm so excited to see book 3 and give it a read. So this one is going on our TBR. And for our 8th and final roll, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We landed on C-3PO, and that is a poll pick. Our 8th and final roll, we landed on C-3PO, which is a poll pick. And I've actually not even posted the poll yet, so I really don't know what's going to win. But I will insert an image of whatever won, or just say the name of it, because sometimes, at least the last time I did a poll on Instagram, it kind of messed everything up, and it showed some of the votes in the poll and some of them weren't included, but I could see them separately. So I really don't know how this is going to work. I hope Instagram has sorted itself out with that, but I will either put a picture of the poll and which one won, or I will just put the name of the one that won, or like the picture, because last time Instagram was kind of not working very well with the polls. But the books that I have for you guys to choose between are The Path to Loving Him by Megan Quinn. This one is a single dad romance. That is really all I know about it. It says, what does one do when they completely blow an interview? If you're me, you pick up a one-night stand with the most gorgeous man you've ever seen. That's right, after a lousy interview that could have changed everything for me, I headed over to the local small-town bar to sulk when the one man I shouldn't want walked in. And when my friend convinced me to take him back to my hotel room, I didn't think about it. I just did it. Well, I did him. So this one sounds really good, and I love Megan Quinn's writing. And then we have Undeniable by Melanie Harlow, book 2 in the Cloverleaf Farm series. And I love Melanie Harlow's writing. This one says, when we were 11, Oliver Ford Pemberton dared me to jump off a barn roof. He said you couldn't break a leg from a 12-foot jump. He lied. You could also break a collarbone, which served him right as far as I was concerned. I wish I could say it was the last dare I ever took from him, the last bet I ever made with him, the last time I ever trusted Oliver Ford Pemberton. But it wasn't, because he had the nerve to grow up gorgeous, charming, and sexy. And as we got older, the dares only got dirtier and the betting stakes higher until finally he left me in pieces. I swore I'd never talk to him again. But 20 years after I took that flying leap, he's back in my life, daring me to risk everything for him. My job, my self-worth, and my heart. How many chances does true love deserve? This one sounds so good. I love Melanie Harlow's books. And I will put up the winner on the screen right now so you guys will see. And that is my April TBR. Those are all the books I'm hopefully going to get to in the month. And I'm very excited for all of these. And if you have read any of these, let me know, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you haven't read any of these, but you still want to leave a comment so I know you made it to the end of the video, you can leave a... Let's do the cowboy emoji. And before you guys go, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, turn on post notifications. I'll see you all next time. Bye, everyone.